Greetings, all you saints and sinners, and welcome back to BC Tactical's YouTube channel. All right, tonight we got some sponsorships going on, so we're going to go straight to those. Tonight's episode is brought to you by Jameson Whiskey. Jameson Whiskey began in 1780, and they still make it the same way. Do yourself a favor, pick up a bottle of Jameson Whiskey. So that's the first one, right? Okay. All right. Also brought to you by Twizzlers. Twizzlers makes mouths happy. You cannot not smile eating a Twizzler. So hey, everybody enjoy a Twizzler. What you sucking on? All right. So that's not the right thing. All right. So obviously that was not the right slogan, what you sucking on, but hey, I think it sounds good. All right, so tonight we're going to do something crazy and special, man. You know I'm a Rambo fan. I'm on a Rambo knife kick here lately. Do want to give a couple of shout outs. First one to Jim Foster over at NWA Adventures. Check out his channel. I put it down in the bottom. Go down there. It says channels you should see. Lima 3 Dynamics and NWA Adventures. Okay. That's the first shout out. Second shout out to the Lost Woodsman. He created this epic morale patch that I wear upon my beanie. I also promised you guys a future video on beard care, so you guys can have this beautiful looking thing like I got on my face, so you can look like Grizzly Adams. Got me a new gold tooth the other day at the dentist, so now I look like Dr. Tooth from the Muppets. All right, enough of that, man. Enough of that. So anyway, today we got something special. I'm not crazy about ordering stuff from far away, but this deal came down, and I thought I must have it. I have to see what this is all about. For me, this started with this guy right here. This is the Rambo First Blood knife. You can see that beauty. Look at that. Yep. All right. So you can shave with it, and you can shave in it. All right. So it started with that. I saw it at the movie theater, and I loved it. My dad used to get all them Cool Dude gun magazines because he was one of those crazy survivalist guys, and he ended up with some Blade magazine or something. Jimmy Lyle from Arkansas came up with this knife. He also came up with the one from Rambo 2. So anyway, Arkansas knifesmith Jimmy Lyle came up with that. Also, a little piece of history. James Black, Arkansas knifesmith, came up with the Bowie knife for the Bowie brothers. All right, so here we have this knife. Now we did a little video on this. It's a cheap piece of junk, I know, but I'm a nostalgic kind of guy, man. Me and my brother had these. We went creek running with these all the time, man, till I broke mine, hitting it on a tree the first time. But I fixed it. So anyway, there's that one. And then you know, I kind of like hollow handle knives, and I know what everybody's going to say. No need in telling me. I already know. I've been in the woods enough to know. I was in the infantry long enough to know. I was a cop long enough to know. I know. Hollow handle knives have a weak point. Somebody's still going to put in the comments, hey man, hollow handle knives have a weak point. You are correct. I will tell you on those comments, you're correct, man. Hollow handle knives are definitely, they have a weak point. They have that weird little tang that comes through here. It is just a little bolt goes on there, and you hit something with it twice, and it gets loose, and then it eventually breaks. I get you. I got it. But this is a nostalgia thing. You know, I put stuff up on display. You can see my Rambo knife missing over here, but I like to display things in my man cave so I can come in and sit down and chill. So anyway, I find this place called Prepper Shop U.K. The reason why is because they're a prepper shop in the United Kingdom. So how snazzy is that? Anyway, pretty snazzy name, I think. So Prepper Shop UK has this ultimate movie, Rambo movie knife deal. The full collection. The full collection of Rambo movie knives. 7 knife collection. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 Rambo knives in this collection. Alright, so you get Rambo 1, 2, 3, 4, the machete. You get 5, which is the heart stopper. You get a special little other knife. You get another little special little other knife. So I will show you those knives. Also, I brought a tape measure with me. It's a cheap junky one, but I got it. Okay, so where we're going to start this is the Rambo 1 knife. Now, when you buy one of the licensed replica Rambo knives, you get it in this cool box. You see, you open it up, and it's got all kinds of like foam inserts and stuff like that in there. And it's got this gorgeous sheath. Made out of nice thick leather, man. You can look at that. You can tell, I mean, it's nice thick leather. And they've got it. It's nice, you know? It's nice. The sharpening stone is a piece of junk. They always are in all of these, but, you know, why they wouldn't put an Arkansas stone in there like Jimmy Lyle did. But anyway, so you get this beautiful box, and you get the beautiful sheath, and you get a nice knife for a wall hanger. I ain't going to use it for nothing, man. It says Rambo on it. I mean, I'm not going to go to the woods with this. Even if you live, somebody's going to make fun of you and say that's not the way to do it. But anyway, I digress. This is the box you're going to get it in when you order it from Prepper Shop UK. Now, it does have a warning here on it. It says, warning, extremely sharp. Case for storage only and not intended for protection. So don't expect this to protect you if you fall down while carrying this box. You're probably going to get stabbed, and it's going to hurt because these knives probably ain't going to be the sharpest knife you're going to. So anyway, there's that one. And I'll just, you know, I took them out of the boxes. So here's the boxes. Here's another one. All of them have warnings, man. All of them have warnings. Here's another one. All right, so we got all these boxes. Right? Now to the good part, to the exciting part. These knives. So you're saying, well, what's the big deal, man? You spent $5,000. No, not $5,000. Now I sound like that knife show guy. What would you think you would pay for an ultimate Rambo survival knife collection? The movie replica survival knife collection. What do you think you'd spend? Well, I like that plastic, man. That knife condom is awesome. It's off the chain. So anyway, how much do you think you'd spend? $3,000? No. $2,000? No. You can get this full 7 knife collection for 144 pounds. 144 pounds, man. Or euros or whatever they use over there now. I don't know. But anyway, it turns out that and the shipping to the States here, which takes about 3 to 5 days, actually, through UPS, once it passed through customs, it was like $180 for 7 knives. So that's like, what, $22 a knife, 23, something like that. I don't know, 20-something dollars a knife. And here's the first one. So it's got, you know, Rambo First Blood on there, all that stuff. And also got a piece of this fuzz. It's got Rambo First Blood on it. It's got the little saw back on it. It's got a compass in the handle. You know, is this the same quality as the one that Master Color sells or makes or has made? No. The fit and finish is not the same. You can tell by looking at these two, just the gleam on the blade. Like I said, this is the licensed replica. Am I going to take it to the woods? Absolutely not. Why? Because I wouldn't live with it. I'd end up having to tie it to a stick because it'd break off the handle. But it does have the little screwdrivers and all that. I mean, it's made to hang on a wall and look cool. Or sit in the box and look cool and sell at a gun show. That's what it's for. I like collecting cool things, and so that's a cool thing. Now, here's this one. Here's this one. Look at the top right there. See the difference on the grinds there? See the difference on the finish there? Hey, see the difference in the saw teeth there? There's a little bit of difference there. All right, but all in all, not bad. This one is just a touch shorter than this cheap one that I got from the Prepper Shop. So the good one is just a touch shorter for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, so there you go. Now you can look on the back. They got the saw blade, and it's a double saw. But some of you guys out there are going to pause this thing, and I don't know if I can get it real good or not. But if you'll notice, this side's real thin, and this side is much thicker. So you got a thin side and a thick side. So they didn't get it centered right down the middle of that when they cut it. So anyway, comes with a sheath. Obviously not as nice as the other one that I showed you a while ago, but you do get a leather sheath with it. And being the knife expert that I am, I can look at this sheath, tell that it is real leather. I can feel it, I can smell it, and I can tell you that this sheath, just by looking, touching, feeling, and smelling, you can kind of see there, I can tell you that this sheath is made of squirrel leather. All right, so there you go, knife number 1, first blood knife, and it's in that beautiful squirrel leather sheath. Now this is part 2, first blood part 2. Wait a minute, kind of scuffed up here on the end. What is it? I don't know. That's some fuzzy, scuffy stuff. Looks like Rambo carried this one on some kind of a junk boat or something. All right, so here we go with this guy. Open her up. Jimmy Lyle also came up with this guy, and you can see there's some oil and stuff on that blade, and you kind of wipe it off. So I might have to clean them up, maybe age them a little bit or something. I don't know. But anyway, as you know, if you watched any of my other videos, I recently got another one of these from a place called Alpha Outpost. Alpha Outpost is sending me some stuff. They was like, hey man, you reviewed this. You said it had a rusty handle on it. And I said it did. And they said, whoa dude, our mistake. We're really sorry. We're going to send you some stuff to review. We want you to show it to the people. And we'll see. I'm an honest review guy, man. Don't send me nothing unless you want to know the truth. So anyway, here's this guy from Alpha Outpost. They actually had the Alpha Outpost logo put on there. That's cool. It comes in a nylon sheath, and it has a morale patch with Rambo and a bloody knife on there. And this is the other cheapie we got today. This one seems to be quite a bit wider. It's just far as just the width of the blade. You can kind of see there. It sticks out quite a bit more. I'm not sure exactly why, but anyway, so you can see the finish on them is pretty close to the same. Maybe these were made by cousins. All right, so cousins made these. This one also comes in a leather sheath, and you can see exactly the same. The problem that they've got, so if any of you manufacturers out there are listening, when you're cutting down this center, you have your jig set up wrong. So when you put it down on the jig and it comes in to cut it, there you can kind of see it there. You got one thick side and one thin side. They're not exactly the same, especially back here. So when you set those down, use the jig. So anyway, all right, here we go. Putting this in this sheath. There's the sheath. All right, this was made by cow leather, and it's scuffed up with a bunch of scuffy stuff on the end. I can oil it and make it look a little better. Thick. This is actually made of cowhide, and it says right on there, you know, Rambo, First Blood Part 2 and all that. It's cowhide, but it was an old cow, and it died of a disease. So they didn't kill it just for the sheaths and stuff. So it died of a disease. I'm not sure which disease, but it died of a disease. Also, in the Rambo 2 knife, check this out. Here's that other knife that Rambo had, that little boot knife thing. And it's got a little snap thing on the back so you can unsnap it and put it on your belt. That way you don't have to take your belt off. And it's got these two little flappy things, like, I'm not sure what those are, but anyway, those little flappy things, so when you go to reach down for your knife, it gets in your way. This one actually has a Sylvester Stallone signature on it. Either that or a chicken scratched it in the factory. I'm not 100% sure. Could be a chicken scratch. It's okay. Oh, no. It has also got a fake Sylvester Stallone signature right there. I'm not 100% sure which way that's supposed to go. So, I'm guessing that's the S, like that. And it also says Rambo First Blood Part 2 on there. Rambo. This is a micarta handle, and it's kind of a neat, you know, it's a fairly thick, decent piece of steel there. Not bad. Not sharp at all. Okay, but the point is very pointy, so this is a stabbing knife. See? There you go. All right, so it has this micarta insert in the handle, which is kind of fun, and leads to a terrible grip. So it feels terrible in the hand, but will it look good in a shadow box of some sort? Probably. All right, so there we go. What's this sheath made out of? Wow. I haven't seen one of these in years. The last time I saw one of these is in 1996 when I was in Australia. This is made of platypus leather. So, very collectible item. Platypus leather. Maybe that's why they put this little bill on there. Looks like a platypus coming to get you. Anyway, alright, so there's that. Everybody's favorite, Rambo 3. Rambo goes to Afghanistan, has to have big old crazy knife. Here he comes. He's got the world's cheapest sheath, and he can't wait to get to Afghanistan, so he says, I want a knife with a super cheap sheath. And they said, hey man, we got one for you. Alright, so here is this behemoth. Once again, with a knife condom, because this is a professional outfit, man. It says Rambo 3 right there, just like Rambo's did when he went to Afghanistan, but you can't see it for all the oily scuzz on it. Anyway, there it is, Rambo 3, kind of tell there. Anyway, got some nice file work on the back that was done not by hand. And, you know, but, hey, nice thick blade. Fit and finish, not that great. You can see there's big old gap right in here with a little hole kind of down there at the bottom. So, not a great fit and finish, but it's tight. Got an Allen head thing there on the back. Don't want to get that too close to my beard. I'm liable to shave it off. Once again, no, not sharp at all. All right, let's see what this leather's like. See the front there. Here's the back, and go in here. You can tell it's real leather. You can tell it's real leather when you turn that inside out and you see that inside. Ooh. All right, I'm having trouble with this one, but I think this is a deer hide. This is a deer hide. All right, so hey, not bad. I don't know what the deer died of, so I can't tell on that one. Here we go. Everybody's been waiting on this one. Rambo 4, the machete. All right, machete. Now, I can tell just by looking right here. See this? Kind of tell that this one, this sheath, we'll talk about that in a minute. Here is the Rambo Machete. It absolutely looked nothing like Rambo's machete. His was all beaten and hand forged and all this stuff. And this one was made from a leaf spring from an old ice cream truck in Saipan. So there you go. There's that. Also, they put a leather thong on there. Let's see what the length on this is. All right, gonna go from the tip there to the tip there. Hey, I'll tell you what, man. These dudes got it right on the money. The actual one was 16.5 used in the movie. And I think you can see there, that's pretty close, man. You're right at about 16 3/4 there from the tip to the handle. 16 3/4. It's not wrapped with black electrical tape. It's some kind of pleather type substance. Wow. Y'all smell the... Should have been here when we opened the box, man. Wow. That box was rough business, man. My wife threw that out the house immediately. Almost threw me out the house immediately. But anyway, all right, let's get to this sheath, man. So you got this big old cool dude, tough guy knife. They couldn't, it has no signature on it and doesn't say Rambo anything. The reason why is because they couldn't even get the fake Sylvester Stallone to sign it like they did these others, man. All right, been hitting the Jameson already. And eating Twizzlers. Okay, so you can kind of see this here, man. I think, oh no, that is not stitched. That is just glued together in there. Look at that glue. Ooh, boy. It is kind of stitched on the sides right here. Very thin stitching, but it's just kind of glued. And, man, I'll have to stitch that or throw it away and make a brand new one that's nice. Although I hate to lose that piece of leather thong cord there. Okay, so we got this thing, and I'm going to say, that was, I think this whole knife with the handle and everything was part of that box smell, man. This was made from an old boot that didn't get worn very much, and they had this in the closet, and they made this from an old boot of some sort. And what they did is they split the leather very thin. That's why you see this strange looking backing on it. That's actually the membranes in there where they split it so thin that you could just about eat that on a sandwich if you had the wherewithal. All right, so hey, we're 5 knives in, man. Wait, that's 10. 5 knives in. All right, we got a couple left. We're going to Rambo Last Blood. Good flick, man. I'm a huge Rambo fan. The Heart Stopper. They got the Heart Stopper buoy. And the Heart Stopper buoy. I got to scoot up for this one. And the Heart Stopper. And I don't know that much about them, really. I haven't, you know, I've seen them. I don't know that much about them. This one comes in a nice leather sheath that is pre-moldy. Because, you know, if you're Rambo and you're running around in Mexico somewhere looking for people and you get your knife sheath wet, it's probably going to get moldy. So now we have a moldy sheath. And I mean that's moldy, man. So I can't, I'm not going to smell that because that's going to be some kind of a mold from somewhere else. I don't know. I'll probably have to fumigate that. But anyway, knife condom. Pulling that off. And here we go. How close is this to the actual thing? I don't know. Because I don't know a lot about those knives. You guys may know quite a bit about them. I will say this though, man. For a cheap old knife, this is pretty hefty, man. This is a pretty hefty blade. And with a blade like this, now you could take this knife out and do something with it, man. It's not real sharp, but you could get some sharp on this. Now the steel on these things, coming out of wherever they come from, somewhere in China, I'm sure, is going to be a 440A probably. Maybe a 56 Rockwell hardness, I'm going to say. Possibly 55 to 56. So you can sharpen it. but it's not going to stay sharp forever. But it'll be a 440 stainless, but it will be a lesser 440 stainless. But look at the spine on this thing now. That's pretty thick, heavy spine, all the way down to the tip. Still pretty heavy. You know, you got a good 3/16 of an inch, and then you got a 1/4 inch right in there, and then you got your thumb jimping here, and then you can see it's full tang, goes all the way down, and you got this piece here, and you'll remember he stuck that in the dude's, you know, and after he'd already stuck the dude with it, so he stuck that in there and was breaking the bone or whatever. He stuck him in the shoulder, and then he went in breaking the bone. So anyway, also you got this thing, which is kind of a nice addition, because it keeps your hand from sliding up that big finger groove, but also when you come in to punch somebody with that, wow, that's right there with the knuckle. So you're going to get that when you get punched with that. You're going to get that. So anyway, like this, it's kind of got the little pry bar in. It's not super sharp, so you're not going to hurt yourself with it, but it does have a pointing blunt, so that's a good skull crusher. It's also good for busting in a wooden door or something like that. It's good for a lot of things. So anyway, got a micarta handle. Not bad. Feels pretty good in my hand. Hefty knife. So, you know, am I going to run to Mexico and take on the cartel with it? No. But I ain't going to run to Mexico and take on the cartel with any of my other knives either. I hope. Alright, so here we go. Rambo Last Blood, the Heart Stopper. And as you can see, this one is made of fine Corinthian leather. I'm not exactly sure where you find Corinthians, but wherever you find them at, they made this sheath out of one, man. So it's kind of bunged up, man. Something sat on it or something while it was in the warehouse. But anyway, I'm going to say the same thing. It's probably going to be glued together and not stitched well. It's not nearly the quality of the other sheaths, but anyway, it's not bad for just sitting in a box, because I'm not going to carry it. And here's the Heart Stopper, man. This dude is a beast, man. It is heavy. It is a heavy duty knife, man. Not super comfortable. I mean, it might have been for Stallone, because that's who it was made for. I don't know how close theirs is, but it's got that thing right in the middle, your finger there, and I get that, but I don't know, it just kind of worries me a little bit. So anyway, once again, when you punch, that's going to be there, that's going to be there. You know, it's got that same skull crusher on the end, so there we go. Also, micarta handles on this one. You see that they've got them kind of jimped, sanded off there. Once again, full tang. Nice heavy tang. So, I promised you guys that I was going to review a bunch of Rambo knives. I know I promised you, Jim Foster. So there you have it. Brought to you by Jameson Whiskey and Twizzlers. What you sucking on? Alright, so coming up next, we got stuff from the Alpha Outpost people. They're going to be sending me some stuff. They said, hey man, give us a fair trial. I'm going to do it, man. So thank you everybody so much for watching. I know this was a long one. We had a lot of knives to go through. 180 bucks, 7 knives. Get them shipped in from the UK. Your guess is as good as mine. 3 to 5 days, something like that. But anyway, Prepper Shop UK. Try them out. See what you think. Good luck. Keep watching.